When it comes to safety off-road, seatbelts are one of the most important features of any side-by-side. The factory seatbelts in our 2019 RZR are sufficient for mild off-roading, but if you're like us and you like to push the limits here and there, a good set of 4-point harnesses are a necessity. With that in mind, we're going to swap out the stock 3-point front seatbelts in the front of our XP4 1000 for a set of basic off-roads, 3-inch wide, 4-point harnesses. The harnesses have memory foam shoulder pads, quick adjust shoulder straps, a sternum buckle, a lever latch, and include bolt-in mounting tabs for the lap and shoulder points. D-rings are also included for shoulder straps if you're going to be mounting them directly to a roll cage. Installation is started by removing both front seats. The upper shoulder mount for the belt is removed from the roll cage, along with the seatbelt retract mechanism. Next, so that we can access the nut for the lower seatbelt mount, a flat blade screwdriver is used to pop up the center of the body clip pin up, and then a pair of side cutters can be used to remove the clip from the body panel. The 2 push clips for the side panel covers and the front door sill are removed, along with the torque screw in between the 2 pins. In the rear sill area, the lower body clip is removed from the B-pillar, along with the rear clip and another torque screw. Now with the spacer in between the sill plate and the chassis, we can access the nut for the seatbelt bolt, so the seatbelt can be removed from the vehicle. The process is the same for the left and right side, and once both seatbelts are removed, we can now work on removing the buckles from the center console. The 5 torque screws, 2 at either side, and 1 at the front of the console are removed. And the 4 body clips, 2 at the sides of the front, and 2 at the rear are removed. The console is lifted up and away from the chassis while pushing the gear shift boot and the buckle boots through. Now the center buckles can be unbolted and removed. Note that the driver's buckle has an electrical sensor which is unclipped from the factory wire harness, and a seatbelt override is clipped into the factory connection. With all the factory seatbelt components out of the way, we can get to installing the new harnesses. Since the factory buckle's mounting points are positioned side to side, we fabbed up some twisted extensions. We installed them with the factory hardware from the original 3-point belts, and now the inner mounts are positioned from front to back. The center console is set back in place over the shifter and the inner belt mounts, and the shifter boot is reinstalled into the console. The 2 screws at either side are threaded back in, along with the screw at the front of the console, and the front and rear push pins are pressed back in to hold the console in place. The body clips push through the panel, and pressing the center post in holds the clip in place. Now, the new harnesses can be installed. Beginning at the outer mounts, a couple of thick washers are slid over the factory mounting bolt after it's pushed through the mounting tab for the outer lap belt. The washers will prevent the belt from being pushed against the lower mount, which could wear the belt prematurely. The bolt and belt are pushed through the lower mount, and the factory nut is tightened on the back side. The 2 body clips and the torque screw are installed at the front sill panel, along with the 2 clips and the screw on the rear sill panel, and the body is all back in place. The inner lap belt mounting tab can now be bolted in place to the bracket extension with the factory hardware. The same process is used for both sides of the vehicle, and once all the lap belts are in, we can set the seats back in and route the shoulder harnesses over the seat to the rear crossbar. At the rear crossbar, the belts are unlooped from the D-ring, so the bolt-in tab can be removed. The D-rings are slid back or forth to adjust the length of the shoulder belts. Then the belts are wrapped around the bar and into and out of the D-ring to secure it. Now you or your passengers can sit in the seat and adjust all 4 points of the belt along with the sternum buckle of the harness for the best fit. 4-point harnesses will work with stock seats, but for seats without loops or holes for the shoulder belts, basic off-road's pass-through bezels can be installed to keep your shoulder belts on your shoulders. We're going to be going a different route with our RZR, but that video will be out later. Thanks for watching. Say hi and let us know if you have any questions in the comments below. And make sure to click the like button and subscribe to our channel. And if you're interested in the basic off-road harnesses or any other side-by-side parts, head over to sidebyside UTVparts.com.